Hi everyone, Prepper Del here, welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a quick review today on the Esee Mini Survival Kit. This is a great little kit. I don't often buy off the shelf kits. If I do, it's just to review them and show you how crap they are really. I like to make my own kits. I've always made my own kits. I always think your own kits are the best through your own experience for what you'll use and what you'll need. The difference with the Randall Adventures, Randall's Adventure and Training School of Survival kits is it's tried and tested and of a military grade. So that's what I really like about it. And to be honest, I would say that these kits and the other one, the larger mess tin kit, which I've not purchased yet, just through the sheer price really, they're coming at around about £200. I'd love to get one, but you know, saving the money for that is something else just now. But these little kits, for the money, I would say are really worth having. I'll show you what's inside. I'll show you what's inside these and what I like about them. But normally it's a no-no to off-the-shelf survival kits, but tried and tested. Jungle Training, Esee Randall's Training School, you know, go for it, well worth the money. In the UK, these come in round about, they're selling just now for between £40 and £45. A little bit expensive, some of you might say, but then again, how much does your life cost? I'm not going to say that these kits will save your life. The really small survival kits are more for your morale than anything else, but they do have advantages. You know, if you've got a fire starter in there and the likes of a condom or something for carrying water, then you've got a chance. So this little kit will give you a chance at surviving a few days. It's not going to make you an outright survivor, but it will give you the chance. Just a little bit of kit and knowledge. Knowledge is key with everything. Remember that. Read, learn. That's the best we can do with that. But let's take a look at this kit in the UK, £40 to £45. Let's take a look at that. If you're wondering why I'm not sat properly on my chair, I'll just show you. There he is. That's my little guy. That's Survival Dog. He's 2 years old. His name's Chewbacca. Unfortunately, we just lost our older dog a day before Christmas there. Had to go and get her put to sleep. To be honest, I was heartbroken, and if it wasn't for that little guy there, I don't actually know what we would have done. So just now he's a little bit lost, so he's a bit of a shadow, losing his doggy mum. But let's crack on with the review. So let's take a look at the Randall's Adventure Training School of Survival Esee Mini Kit. That's another one I've got there. Actually, that was just a tin, so I've put a little fire kit inside that. Maybe show you that another day. I like my fire kits in that. So this is my custom SA5. This is, I don't know if any of you have this, but I have you might have one knife in your collection. That's a grail knife. To me, the SA5 custom is my grail. That's a bead made by a guy on Facebook called ZBead. So a lovely little lanyard with Makata glow in the dark bead. Awesome. So that's my custom SA5. So this is the kit in here. I do have more additions. There is other fire steels and things like this. So let's take a look. So I always put electrical tape around it to seal it. You'll see that on a lot of kits. Let's take it off and let's have a look inside this puppy. Like I said, I'm not a fan of off-the-shelf kits, but this is an exception. So what do we have inside? We'll get to that in a wee minute. The brass wire, snare wire. Always standard in kits, always good to use. Remember when you use snare kits, that really you should boil it and not touch it with your bare skin, your bare hands, because that way you're actually putting your scent on it, and animals smell that 1,000 yards away. So always remember that when you're using snare wire. These things are great. We've got them in the British Army, the Swedish forces and stuff. These are actually called NATO fire wicks. So it's compressed fibre that's wrapped and wound, and then what you do is just take one of those, break the fibre open, and it'll light. You can drive over these things in tanks, believe it or not, and it doesn't destroy them or anything like that. It's a compressed wick fibre, so that's a really good fire lighter. Paracord. The cordage there, as you'll see. Cordage is always good to have. I like the little packets. You can reuse all the packets as well. Always good to have. Fire striker. So these were a standard issue in the British Army as well. These, because you can actually replace that ferrocerium rod within there, and then the striker itself with its beveled edges. You can see that shining on the light there. And obviously, to get more material off, we'd scrape it with that, and then use it strike surface. And remember, with any ferro rod, take off the black film. Do it before you go out with the kit. That way, you're not messing about in the field with it. Small cutting blade, razor blades. Again, great addition. You don't need a fancy knife inside that. You need something surgically sharp. That's it there, and it's replaceable too. A decent button compass, as you'll see, that is a decent button compass. There's no bubbles or anything in that. Wouldn't expect anything less of Esee actually. It's all good quality all round. So, you know, you can pick up button compasses for 20 pence, things like that. Don't. It's okay for making vast amount of kits or showing your kids, but buy quality. Quality does last. Here. So what this is a signalling mirror. Again, inside the zip bags. On it is the directions of use, the compact emergency signal. So how you look at it to the aircraft, and then you can flash or signal the emergency responses that are looking for you. So that's it there. A really good bit of kit, and especially with the cleaning cloth. Great bit of kit that. As with all Esee's Randall things, they come with cards for situations, survival situations. Just prompt cards. When you experience things under duress or under stressful situations, your brain can block out a wee bit, so it's always good to have prompt cards. Esee is brilliant for having prompt cards with everything. He puts his cards in with the knives when you buy them as well. You cannot underestimate the use of a prompt card in survival situations. You know, when you've not eaten, when you've not drunk, your brain will freeze. Fishing line on a small holder, just made of balsa wood. You can use that when you're fishing as the float. You can even use it as the firewood. So you've got lots of options there. You can make a float for it. The balsa wood's really handy, doubles up again. A good lure and a good size hook. That's a number 12 hook, and it's weighted on the end too. So that's a great little lure. Prior knowledge is good with any fishing gear. If you know where you're going and you know what fish are about, what lures they take, always advantageous. And there you go, extra hooks, an extra lead shot. So that's the all-round mini survival kit from Esee. I really rate this as a kit for off the shelf. It's probably one of the only ones I would buy, and it's one of the only ones that I would carry in the kit that I haven't made myself. It basically covers everything that you need within it. That there is just silica gel, just to keep everything dry. Oh, the last thing too is the Bright Strike. These things are amazing. They light up. They're amazingly bright. I don't want to open it to use it, but the brightness on these is just unbelievable. On these things, you can see it there. There's different stages. Absolutely brilliant markers. These things. So amazing bit of kit these. So I try and buy a few of these, but I've not been able to get hold of any in the UK. So yeah, so there you go. The only thing you think that's missing there is a water carrier such as a condom, really. So that's the only thing I would add to that. Is just something to carry to water. So just put a condom in it for water carrying. But everything else, it's a great little mini kit, and that's what it is. It's a mini kit. Goes on the side of the knife on the small molly pouch. So for all the shelf kits, brilliant value, brilliant kit. I can't rate it enough. I think they're brilliant. I will get one of the bigger kits eventually, but for me, this is everything you need. Minus the condom. Put the condom in it for water carrying, and that's you to a T. Water soluble tablets too. So that's all you need for that. And Bob's your uncle. Everything there that you need within it. So that's just a quick review of the Esee Mini Survival Kit. As always with all your own kits, guys, I'm just showing you a review of this. You've all got your own ideas of what you want to put in. This isn't set in stone. I know some of you won't like it. Give a thumbs down and say, add this, why haven't you got that? Add this, add that. This is just an off-the-shelf kit. I'll do another video where I've added a few more things to it. But for an off-the-shelf kit, I believe this is one of the better ones you'll get out there. There are other cheaper kits and things like that, but this is quality, tried and tested. So thanks for that, for watching a quick video on that. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm doing a Go as well, which you'll have noticed, so get in on that. It's only open to subscribers on my channel, so we'll get in and we'll get that stitched up and get some good kit on it. So appreciate everybody watching, each and everyone out there. If I don't put a video out before, have a great, fantastic, happy new year to everybody wherever you are. Stay safe everyone. Prep Adele.